Rahm Emanuel. He's also the former mayor of Chicago. He's also a famous congressman. So Congressman, mayor. If I say mayor, they think we got Pete on because it's like Mayor Pete. He like stole that name, Rahm. Anyway, it's good to see you. I don't know about your op-ed. I think we're hearing a lot of carping from Republicans. You say they're quiet this time around. They have actually said on this show that anything that reverses any of the Trump tax cuts is a non-starter for them. So what do you mean that the GOP has gone quiet? I think that's wishful thinking for you.
Well, first of all, if you look at past historical reference points, today's criticism is muted compared to that. Second of all, it's a basic observation that tax policy that's encumbered that's basically captured in the 2017 bill runs contrast to the political coalition that now dominates the Republican Party. And they're quite cognizant. If you look at all the polling, well over 60% of the Republicans, self-identified Republicans, support that tax bill, especially those who make $50,000 or less. You're not taking into consideration that the coalition that elected Reagan no longer dominates the Republican Party. There's a Trump coalition. It is different, and that's why the tax policy, while Republicans say they oppose reversing it, they are not standing on top of their soapboxes like they have historically used the tax bill to push against Democrats. It is popular with fundamentally self-identified Republican voters.
All right, sorry to keep talking over you.
No, don't worry. Welcome to the Emanuel family dinner table.
I was going to mention that because, I should disclose Ari he represents me, but he says
nobody should have that much pain in their life.
He says he by far has eclipsed you in success and Zeke. I just want to let you know I said that to him and he did not push back on that he is the most successful.
That's exactly what his medication tells him to say.
So you're watching what's happening in the market today. There are those that think that raising taxes is troubling to investors, troubling to people that want a strong economy, troubling to people that want the private sector to be as vibrant as possible. Does it give you pause today to see what's happening?
Well, I think take a step back, which is, do you want to continue to have a 21st century economy that's based on a 20th century foundation? Or do you want it to move at 21st century speed? And there's no doubt when it comes to our competitiveness, the lack of investment in fundamental roads, rails, and runways is inhibiting America's economic growth. Second, over 80% of the jobs in America require a minimum of 2 years worth of post-high school education. If you invest in America and Americans, America will win. That has been proven through history. Now, I'm not being just flippant about taxes, but when you have major corporations not paying any taxes, and you're talking about taking the rate on the top end up to 39% historically, where it was under President Clinton when you had the greatest job creation in American history post-World War II. My point is, in the scheme of things, and presidents have to weigh all equities, investing in things that we have starved of investment, educational gains by Americans post-high school, also gains in our broadband, and also advancements in our infrastructure. Those things will make sure everybody gains together. You have to have an economy, given what's happened in the last 20 years, where everybody moves together, not just a third of Americans based on college education. And that, if we don't do that, you're going to continue to get not only economic disruption, you're going to continue to get political disruption. And I do believe that paying for it, rather than adding on debt, is also good economic policy. And those who have made the most and have the most to gain by continued economic growth should contribute to the overall well-being of the United States.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.